Hi everyone, Backyard Farmer Pat here. It's been raining relentlessly for the past 2 weeks, but I wanted to come out and give an update. It's been 3 weeks since we planted our seeds in the herb garden, and I know you guys are anxious to see that. And also I want to show you throughout the garden what did well and what got absolutely decimated by either the rain or the bugs. So come on, let's go take a look. Look at the size of this fish on the wall after the rain. It's a catfish. I literally could spear it and go cook it. That's big enough for the whole family. Oh my gosh. Alright, so let's do our fall garden update. So first let's look at the these greens that we planted 2 weeks ago, exactly 2 weeks ago. So these were lettuce green mixed greens, and I actually went in after and I sowed some beet seeds. So these are beets. They were doing a lot better. They germinated really quickly within 3 or 4 days, but then we've been having really terrible rain. What I'd done is I covered it with this plastic bin like a couple days for like the first week. Then I took it off. I probably shouldn't have taken it off. So they look like they're beat up, but they will survive. It's only 2 weeks and there's a lot of growth. I actually moved it from under this tree, from beside these plants, because they were stretching for the sun. They were reaching for the sun. So I put it here that has a little bit more sun, but as I said, my garden is very shady. So hopefully I'll have some beets soon and some mixed greens and arugula. Here I have my red Russian kale. These are actually 3 weeks old. These were also beat up, but they're looking like they're hanging in there, thank God. Alright, so my entire garden got flooded. My sweet potatoes over there, they look like they're doing good. The banana, cocoa, it's doing well. All of these plants were actually against the wall. This morning there was a huge catfish swimming on the wall, and I'm gonna pop a video in there to show you that. It was really funny. But here's my moringa. It's doing extremely well. This was just a little stick, and then this is one moringa seed I planted right here just to see if it grow, and you can see that popped. But moringa doesn't like a lot of water, so I pulled this out quickly when it started raining. My naseberry is doing good. No, actually, what is this? No, my sweet soursop. My soursop is doing good. My yellow gold plum. Ooh, cherries. Cherries. Looks like cherries are doing good. Lots of cherries coming out. My yellow gold plum is doing good. My naseberry tree is looking good. My papayas, they're doing good. There were some worms eating them. I need to come back and spray. Sweet sop, mango, everything is thriving. And oh my, look at my June plum tree. At this time of the year, the June plum and the red gold plum right beside it, they lose all their leaves. But the awesome thing about June plum is that it bears year round. It never stops bearing. So I've had this tree for 7 years, and I've never not had June plums. There's always bunches of June plums on the tree. It's constantly blossoming and sending out new plums. So this is an awesome tree to have if you want constant fruit. Oh, there's a ripe one. I'll come back and get it. My pineapples, they're not doing much. This banana tree actually fell over, and after it fell over, we propped it up, and after we propped it up, it started to flower, and now we have bunches of bananas coming here. Same thing happened to this one. This is the one that actually fell all the way over out of the ground. The bananas look like they're struggling. I don't think it's gonna survive, but it doesn't hurt. We're gonna just leave it there. So let's go check out the veggie bed. I know that's what you guys want to see. All right, so here is my chocho or chayote squash. I put the whole chocho halfway buried in this pot, and this is actually chocho growing. I put a second one here like a few days ago. It's already split, so I'm gonna have a second one, so I'm gonna of course separate them. These are little green things coming up. I thought they were weeds and I was popping them out, and then I remembered that I had planted parsley. I planted parsley here, so that's gonna be parsley, so I'm gonna leave them and let them grow. Either that, or I'll probably just remove the chayote and put it somewhere else, but I don't want to, you know, root up my parsley. This is my eggplant. Something obviously got it during all this rain, so this is gonna need some neem oil. This is really bad. And also something is eating away at the stem. This is, I don't know if it's gonna survive. What I'm gonna do is put some additional soil around it, spray it with neem oil, and I hope it survives. Now let's look at the seeds that we planted. All right, so, oh my goodness, look at this. Oh my gosh, look at this. You guys remember I put one sweet potato, one purple sweet potato on the ground. I rested it on the ground. This was exactly 3 weeks ago. There was no leaves, no shoots, and look at this. This is absolutely beautiful. So I guess this really loved the rain. This is not a regular sweet potato. This is the one that actually has dark purple flesh. I got it from Winn-Dixie. It's called Stokes purple sweet potato. They only had 3. I'd never seen it before, so I bought one. I bought 2. I ate one. It was delicious, and then I rested the second one on the ground. So what I'm gonna do is break these slips off, stick them in water for like a week, and then next week I'm gonna plant them in some buckets that I bought, and probably plant a couple extra in this bed. These additional sweet potato vines you see growing up, I'd actually bought these from Three Amigos. I bought 4 slips. I don't see any sprout in there yet, but I planted one here, and that's what's popping up. And I think some more is popping up over here. Over here, I'd done a transplant for a Tom Thumb lettuce. It doesn't look great, so we'll see how that does. These are the 2 transplants I had. Everything else I did from seed. These are the Chinese cabbage I planted. The rain decimated them. You can see they're really struggling. Same for the Swiss chard. It's really struggling, but I'm hoping that it's gonna survive. But look at my baby bok chow. This is 3 weeks from seed, and look how they are growing. They are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So they all germinated. The rain didn't damage them. Same for my Swiss chard. I mean, no, my mustard greens. Look at these mustard greens. They're absolutely beautiful. What I'm gonna do is probably thin them out a little bit. Maybe in a week or so I'll thin them out. But this is beautiful. I'm gonna have some delicious bok chow and Swiss chard and mustard greens. So now let's look at the beans. What's going on with the beans? Oh my goodness. So these beans are exactly, let me see the date. These are 4 weeks old. The beans are 4 weeks old. You can see they're already blossoming. I planted four varieties. The Huerte was the one that wasn't doing well. It's still tiny, but it looks like it's trying to blossom. Then the early serves, you look at these. These are all blossoming. But this one, something got it. So I'm gonna come back and hit this with some neem oil. This is most likely cabbage worms. Look at this. You see this leaf like curled over? This is gonna be, it's probably like a little worm. I don't like worms. There you go. There you go. There you go. There's a culprit. See that little green thing? That's a worm. That's what's killing eating my string beans. But it's okay. I'm gonna come back and get him. But let me show you the rest. Look at this. This is the early serve string beans. These are all beans planted. I got one little pack of beans that cost like $1 something, and I planted just a few beans, and each of these become a tree, and each of these are going to give me all these delicious beans. So all the beans are doing extremely well. The early serve are doing the best, as well as these are the burpee. The burpee is very big. These are also doing very well. All right, so moving along, my avocado is doing great. Remember those pepper trees that I told you I'd cut them all the way back? The last video I showed you, they were cut back all the way, no, not even one leaf, and look at them already. This is what, 3 weeks later, they're covered with leaves. These are my Scotch bonnets. My naseberry is doing good. My avocado that my friend gave me that day, 3 weeks ago, already has new leaves. It's doing well. This jalapeno wasn't supposed to survive, but it's hanging in there. I had planted thyme. They were coming up, but the rain killed them. The basil, the rain decimated it. It has all this brown spot now. It's not doing well. Ooh, let's see how the papayas are doing. I'm not sure if you can see. I see some papayas peeking out. Yep. Those are going to be for my friend. She's on her way over, and I'm going to give her one. Remember, always share one and eat one. So I'm going to eat one and share one. All right, so let's go look at the rest of the herbs. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Guys, can you believe this is my butternut squash? Do you remember I showed you 3 weeks ago where I cut open my butternut squash and the seeds had already germinated? I planted a couple seeds here. I planted 3 seeds actually. I gave away 1. I kept 2, and look how big and beautiful this is. It looks like it's already something is trying to eat it, but I'm gonna spray it. But absolutely, I'm gonna keep this. My passion fruit, which I got at 6 inches from my friend, it's already growing. I'm gonna also have to build an arch for this. Now look at my herbs. The rain, this definitely like the rain. This is my regular mint. This is my lemon balm, which grew significantly with the rain. My chives, some additional garlic chives. These are actually transplants from Three Amigos. Oh my goodness, look at my bok chow. Oh my goodness, these are even bigger than the ones that are in the ground. These are huge. For 3 weeks, these are exactly 3 weeks old. Actually, they're 1 day younger than the other ones. But look at the bok chow. I'm gonna get a ton of bok chow. All right, so this is my Malabar spinach. It's not really doing much. It's going to seed again. I removed the seeds, but they're coming back again. So what I might do is just let it go to seed and then plant them in the spring. Let's see what else we have. These are just some ornamentals that I cut. Some cuttings that I had that they're growing well. All right, so this is cilantro. So this piece is a transplant, this big one, because I thought that the cilantro seeds weren't gonna germinate, but they actually germinated after I put this in. So we're gonna have seedlings coming up, and this is a cilantro transplant. But here is the big disappointment. So these were my basil seeds. This was actually covered the basil up to like 3 days ago when I checked. They're completely gone, and it's because of the rain. The rain was so heavy that it drowned the basil. So the basil is gone. So that was really disappointing. And you can see my established basil, they're all like really what happens with this heavy rain or heavy watering is that dirt can blow up onto the trees or wash up onto the trees, and there are sometimes pathogens and pests in the dirt. So it's really not good for the heavy rain. Here's my cilantro. It's doing well. And of course, you guys saw my beautiful garlic chives that we love. And my onions, my green onions. These are just, you know, we buy them from the supermarket. We use them. We stick the root back in. So these are doing well. And that's it for my garden update. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all of you guys that have subscribed, and all of you guys who take your time to watch this every week. So for now, follow me on Instagram and on YouTube, Backyard Farmer Pat. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and then hit the notification bell so you can see the updates. Also on Instagram, it's great to follow me, Backyard Farmer Pat, as you'll see my weekly pictures and updates that I give that are outside of these videos. So until next time, thank you so much for watching. See you soon. Bye.